Liam, it was a game where for so long it looked like Southport were going to take all 3 points, but in the end you've ended up with just a single point. You must be pleased with some aspects of the performance, but then just disappointed to lose 2 points at the end.
I'd have to say, rightly said, it's a fair result. I think if Spennymoor would have come away with nothing, I don't think that would have been just on them. However, you get to 94 minutes, I'm not really caring about Spennymoor. I just want us to see it through. It's ended up with, you can pick faults in any goal, but fair play. They hit the bar just before. I thought they had a stonewall penalty in the first half where Ramshaw got in behind Lynchy. So on the balance of play, did we create an awful lot? Not really. I think the good side, I think Spennymoor will be up there. But the pleasing aspect is we kept our shape. The stuff we'd worked on in training looked good, and they didn't overly bother us, apart from right at the end.
You look at the first half, you started with a 4-4-2 and you got out the blocks much quicker than perhaps has been the case in recent weeks. What was the sort of contrast to leading to that?
I just think, I just said there on Radio Mirza, I just said, if you look at the team, as you look where the run Southport went on when they were winning games last year was 3 midfielders in the side, which was Osborne, Morgan and Lynch. The 3 attacking options were Sampson, Gilchrist and Charles, so they're still all here. Jordan Richards was here, and then the 3 at the back. No one's going to tell me that Josh Langley and Ryan Hassels aren't an improvement, and no one's going to tell me Regan Ogle's not an improvement. Dan Ampers, once again, he showed good keeping ability today. He just needs to be consistent and he'll be an improvement. So it's there. There's players here who will win games. But offensively we weren't great today. Started off well. I thought the first 25 minutes we started off well. I said, but probably do need lacking something different. But I can't criticise the players in terms of effort, work rate, commitment. They give me everything today.
8 games in, the first 4 were all defeats, the last 4 just 1 single defeat in those 4 matches. Do you see signs of improvement in the way in which you're going about?
Yeah, of course you do. We need to go to and get on a run of wins. Obviously, we need to win at home. We need to make this a bit of a fortress. But again, I'm asking them to play in a slightly different way. I think last year quite wide open down the sides with the 3 central midfielders all playing central. I don't like the sides being wide open. And to be fair, they're trying to take it on board. I said there is 1 or 2 really good performances today. The work rate was good and the effort was good, and as I said, I feel sorry for them and the fans. The fact that it's a 94th minute, but that's how it goes. However, what I will say, they've hit the bar just before, so I think it is a fair result.
If you take out the Chorley and the Nuneaton games, probably the other 6 have been quite close matches. Do you think it's just that little bit of confidence and sometimes rubber green and right decision making in the right areas that could be the difference between not necessarily coming away with a draw or perhaps a narrow defeat and turning them into victories?
That's football, as I said. I'm always honest. I said Ashton first half was diabolical, second half full of commitment. I actually thought we played well down at Alfreton. If you look at the fixtures been kind, well, the top 3 currently as they stand, Telford, Chorley and Alfreton. And we've been to all 3 of them already. So once you're bedding in a side, you go to them places who've had time to grow. We haven't. As I said, you look at some clubs where they'll turn up for pre-season, they'll know what they're going to do, how they're going to go about it, how they're going to play, which I've talked in the past about Chorley. I said we didn't, so we've had to actually, we'll always be a little bit further behind, but it's about coming through and actually being, getting our identity back so people know what we're about.
The debut today for Bradley Bowress. Dean Winard will be back for you next week. So 3 or 4 players there that you've got access to, and obviously looking at other opportunities for potential players coming in. Is there anything on the pipeline there?
Yeah, we're working. I've said all along, the hardest job for me is actually freeing up funds. There is people who I think everyone knows I'd let go because we'd like to use their wages actually to bring other people in. Now no one's come in for them, so really I've got to use them and try and get the best out of them what I can. That's what I'll have to keep on doing, but gradually it'll improve. Month by month, players get closer to coming out of contract, and then they'll be looking at what they're thinking about next year. But to answer your question, if we could free a little bit up, I would, and if we could bring in 1 or 2, I would. But at this moment in time, I can't.
In terms of injuries, we heard the bad news about Zach Corbett this week and Andy Parry as well. He wasn't featuring today. Update on Andy Parry?
Andy Parry, bizarrely enough, tweaked his groin before the Nuneaton game, got through 60 minutes, and then against Ashton felt it straight away. So we've just got to look after him, kid gloves a little bit, and make sure he's right, because as I said, the season's not over in September. We want him fight and fit all the way through to April, so we have to take 2 weeks now, so be it.
7 games in 23 days in August, and then in September you get that bit more respite. Is that beneficial as you go ahead into the FC United game?
Yeah, massively. That's what we need to do. We have to be. It gives us a chance to work on a little bit more about what we want to do, how we're going to do, and I think offensively you'll see we need to improve. But again, there's certain people in, as you said, the top sides who were played up to now. There's been quite a fine margin apart from, I'd say, the Chorley game. We've just got to try and work that a little bit more until we can make that fine margin come out our way.